Warning! The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing an improved world today. It's a map by Wolf Trekker. 3-minute limit. And I'm thinking the telephone poles are going to be incredibly helpful here. As are signs that look like this. Gen 2 coverage, which doesn't happen too often. And I believe in the beginning we saw some pretty thin license plates that may or may not have had blue on both sides. So, we know the general area that we're looking for. No rifts. That's pretty obvious from the language. And blue on both sides. So, the lack of a rift, the language, which to me doesn't look very Albanian. And now we get Gen 3 coverage, which means it can't be San Marino. So we have to be in Italy. There's no other place it could be. No other place. Now, obviously, we do have these town names. We have Bagaglioli. That's a Catalonia? Catolica. All right. It's telling you a region in Italy. Obviously, at this point, these are too small of town names to even begin to try and figure it out. It's rather flat, which it could be the Po Valley, but it doesn't feel wealthy like the Po Valley. I think kind of just guessing in a random spot works here. Now, it can't be Corse, can't be Sardinia. I know one of them's owned by France. I believe those are Gen 2 only. Can't be San Marino, that's Gen 2 only. And that's kind of what we wanted. A4 to Trieste is up here. Venezia is Venice. So Venice is to our west. Trieste is to our north, which doesn't really make too much sense. And Quarto d'A, which we're probably not going to be able to find, but it should be somewhere in this area. Is E70 also A4? It is. It's also pointing us to an airport. Obviously, not too helpful. Any other signs? Not really. Let's check out what this sign is. SS14 to Trieste, Sendoana DP, Gessola, and Eraslia. Again, it should be this general area. Shouldn't really have to go anywhere else. SS14 is right here. Sendona di Piave, which should be in the same direction as Trieste, which it is. Gessola, don't see quite yet. I do. And that puts us really down here. Not bad, 9.2 miles off. Tenay does get a better guess in. A lot closer to Venice than I would have probably wanted to guess. And we did just find SS14, so we probably should have guessed on it, but because of Gessola, we wanted to keep our fingers crossed, I guess is the best way to put that. We do have the front of the car. Well, actually, no, that's the back of the car. Back of a white car with Chilean poles. So I wonder where we are. How do we know it's Chilean poles? It's the way that these poles, these light poles, are squared and they temper up. So they're thick at the bottom and thin at the top, and they just have this light kind of strapped to the top of it. That's very Chilean. We're going to be able to find everything that's going to prove it's Chile as we continue to play the game. We do have water to our west. That's Mexico. We have water to our west. We have mountains to our south and to our east. What is to our north? If it's like a cove, we could work with it. Yeah, right on the coast. Large enough city. Don't really see anything to our north, which it happens. Definitely happens. However, if we do go north, we should be able to find a way to leave town. If we leave town, we should be able to find something that stands out and tells us, hey, look, it's the Chilean flag. That says, hey, this is the town you're leaving. Welcome back, or come back soon, or something along those lines. Although it doesn't seem like it's ever going to end, does it? Ooh, I'm sure those yellow license plates baited some people. Sure, they did. That's the Antifasta on it. Does. Alrighty, return to start. We are kind of middle of nowhere. The bus had Antofagasta on it. Let's choose. Let's see, where are we? The road orientation is generally north to south, which means we're probably over here because everywhere else is kind of northeast. And this just kind of goes nuts. So we have to be kind of in this area. I'm going to say we're like right here. Almost 4.4 miles. That's 4. Oh, that's not the correct guess. That's the correct guess where it straightens out again. It looks like Tanae and I literally went to the same spot, getting 1 extra point. Not bad. Sadly, we chose the wrong spot, but we did get the city correct, and that's what matters. Double yellow, Peru poles. Easy peasy. If you ever see these black and white striped poles with a double yellow line, you're Peru. That's their version of the bollard. We do have the back of a black car, and we did just pass some guardrails, which are pretty unique. Obviously, at this point, all we can do is hope for a road number and hope it points us to a town name that we can find on a map. But it seems like a very rural and remote place. And I say that as we literally find what could be a town to our south. Licapa. It's probably such a small town that is not even worth looking for. It might be the only clue we find, but not much we can do with it. Who's financing it? Doesn't really matter. Plaza de Juca. Yeah, we're fucked. And this says Divisio Eliarca. Fuck. I know nothing. At least we could read this one. Blah, 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 blah. God damn it. I don't know if there's a Haras municipality. That has come up a few times now. If there is, that's where we are. Clearly, I don't know where that is. I don't really know too much about Peru. I don't really know about any of their town names. Obviously, you know, the capital and some things you could find while you're here. Puente Licapa, longitude 38 M. I think it's just hedge bet at this point. Go in the green because it's not the desert. There's not really coverage up here. You have coverage kind of through here. And I don't think it's going to be near all of the famous sites. Let's go to Tingo Maria because it sounds like a funny name. Way further south. That town isn't even listed. Not even listed. And apparently we weren't even in the right municipality. If we would have continued to go, we wouldn't have found anything. There's no towns here, and there's no way we would have gotten to this split in time. There's a chance we might have found 22BA or 28A, 28A. But I doubt it. I doubt it comes down to getting a good guess. Yellow divider. Very open, very rural. Peru bollard again. Is this the same fucking spot we just were? It's kind of down here somewhere. Double Peru? In spots that feel the same? What are the odds? What are the fucking odds? Probably not very high, but keep it in mind. We're going the opposite direction this time around, just in case. You know how great I am at going the wrong way every time. We do have a green sign coming up. We just want to make sure. God damn it. Not important. We were hoping for a distance to Lima or another large city. Speed limit's 55. Reduce your speed to 55. Zona de Vicunas. I actually don't know what Vicunas is, but they are telling you to reduce your speed. Probably because of... it might be a corner. Maybe that's what Vicunas is reduce your speed, corner ahead or something. No, because it's still saying that. So we do have a rail line to our north. That sounds probably gonna say the same fucking shit. I just need the welcome to Laguna de Pampa Blanca. God damn it. There's nothing fucking here. It's empty, it's rural, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and they expect us to know exactly where we are. You know what? I know we're in Peru. That's it. The bus might actually have some useful information on it. San Cristobal de Sur. Is that actually a fucking town name? At this point, it doesn't fucking matter, does it? Let's just guess where we are and hope for luck. Ends up being a little bit further south. We might have been able to make it here. But again, a very rural, middle of nowhere place. No towns, no signs, no nothing. And then we get a nice Southern Africa, I'm thinking. White car. Left-hand side of the road. The sun's obviously going to be in our north at this point. Doesn't really feel like Australia, which means it's probably not New Zealand. The Gen 3 coverage doesn't get rid of any country. Although I'm leaning more South Africa, especially with Johannesburg Road. Alright, so somewhere in South Africa. There's .za. I don't know if Balfour is a town name, but it's definitely on a mall. Can we see it from a distance real quick? Nope. So probably not Balfour. Any road numbers, road signs? Another thing for Balfour. I wish I knew about area codes in South Africa. And the Balfour Mall. Everything is Balfour Mall. Corporate gifts, professional watchmakers, sound waves, nothing important. We kind of want to stick to this main road, which I believe is Bloemfontein Boulevard or Avenue or something along those lines. Why does Balfour sound so fucking familiar? Is it a suburb of one of the major cities? Now, I know most people go with the Johannesburg hedge. Not a bad hedge. I wouldn't do it, but maybe we're gonna have to this round. Where have I fucking seen Balfour before? I know I've seen it. I don't know where. I don't know why. Alright, we'll go in the middle of them. We're screwed. Well, it's not a bad day. Not a good day either. Watch the Balfour Mall not be named after a town. It makes sense, right? That as of right now, everything we've seen has really pointed to Balfour not being a name of a town. If you have a mall, you're generally a big enough town that we could find you on the map. Right? Like, think about where the Mall of America is. Minneapolis, right? And then you got the mall in DC. You know, all the big famous malls in the United States are usually in some pretty big cities. That's kind of what we wanted to see, but we found it way too late. Winburg, Kew, and Sandton. All places I've never heard of. Here's Vrinburg. It's not quite Winburg. Yeah, we're just going to keep it where we are. There's no point. No point in moving it. And it ends up being Johannesburg. And nope, it's just the name of the mall. Here's Q. We should have just clicked the Johannesburg hedge like we fucking said we would, but we didn't because we hate ourselves, I guess. 22-22-6, not bad. Two terrible Perus, a pretty decent Chile, pretty decent South Africa, and a pretty decent Italy. But when you're getting two rural locations back to back, it comes down to lucky guesses. Honestly, that's best I could say. Tanae comes in first, 24-110. We managed to pull off a second. Jakarta nearly getting 20,000 points. Ben Keller in fourth at 19,715. Tresmond in fifth, 19,639. Carl's in sixth, 17,260. RS in seventh, 15,939. and Jordan in 8th at 10,868. Those Peru, man. Those Peru. 2 better guesses in Peru. We might be walking away victorious there. It would have been close. It would have been very close. But that's going to be where we call it for the day. So thank you all so much for being here. I hope you all enjoyed. We should be back again on Monday for a stream and a video. So if you're interested in coming over to say hi, we'll be live on Twitch right around noon Eastern. And then the video should be up around 3 p.m. Eastern. But until Monday, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Easter if you celebrate. Happy Passover for those who don't. And I look forward to seeing you guys all on Monday. But until then, enjoy the rest of your day. And bye-bye.